on Fernando to Taos Plaza. Whoa. It still kind of looks like that today. What a shame. Dedicated to the memory of all Taos County veterans. Thank you for your service, gentlemen. What's up, Eli?
How's it going? It's weird to be on the other end of one of these. What's going on?
Not much. What are you doing?
Walking around. Just got off of work. I have a normal boy job.
Let's go get a cocktail on me.
I don't drink booze, but I don't know. All right. I'll watch you. Honeysuckle roll.
Do you eat them all the time?
I do. You can get a goddamn dessert out of this for free.
Give me a good one.
Yeah, you just gotta pinch the ends. We'll do it for you. And you pull the little stem out. There's like a little drop of nectar right there, and you lick that. Yeah, get it.
Do you eat the whole flower?
No.
Oh. This dude shreds so hard.
Yeah.
On the
It really is good.
on the easel. This is a cool artist collective. Hard to see from the window. Gotta walk in there soon. Awesome. Ooh. There she is. Yo,
Get in that bitch.
what's up, homie? Yo,
What up? This
what's
is
up,
Taos,
homie?
dude. What up, Benny? All in the fucking house.
Keeping it real.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I will never have answers to any of these questions.
savage. Are you a candy ginger man?
Yeah, I'll grab it. Yeah.
That just means it's gonna be better.
Is the vodka made right here in house?
No, we distill it. It's on the distillery's on the south end of town. You have to say it like that, or I won't get. Have you even tried this one?
Flowers in there. Howdy.
Good looks. I haven't had down the house yet.
I'll see you over there, man.
Yeah, cheers.
You too can buy an overpriced house in Taos. Only 1.4 million. Got some cool stuff here. This is at some Spiny Oyster shell. Some Mediterranean coral. That satin finished silver necklace is stunning. Whoa, beautiful flower. Love the cones. It would take me like 15 minutes each just to make those, for each one of those cones. Good God, don't you know I'm filming here? Awesome stuff. Whoa, is that a peacock or a pheasant? Kind of like banging casted silver there. Bumblebee Jasper. I hear there's a lot of arsenic in Bumblebee Jasper, and you got to be careful when you're cutting it. You should be wearing a respirator if you're doing any kind of lapidary work in general. Bumblebee stuff, I'm not a big fan. Looks like some high quality Bisbee with a beautiful chocolate matrix. Bada bing. Awesomeness. Lapis, some awesome lapis. Not quite ultra, blah blah blah. Not quite ultramarine, but still some very nice stuff nonetheless. I used to see most of the lapis being sold by the piece. Nowadays, it's definitely being sold by the gram. Is that some Spiny Oyster Mediterranean and some turquoise, maybe Kingman? Some nice Hishi. I read that a Hishi necklace could take as much as 2,400 hours when it's being cut in the old way. But that's an awesome piece. I like that they kept the big long cluster. Definitely a statement piece. Is that Kyanite necklace, bracelet? Love, 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 love. Oversized backing plates for the bezels. When like the backing plate comes out further than the bezel. I like that. Believe it or not, I think it's a little bit easier to make that than it is to actually make the bezel flush with the backing plate. And a white buffalo. White buffalo calf woman, Kyanite, Chinoopa, all day. Let's get across here right quick. That is a Chinoopa. The Kyanite pipe given to the Lakota by the white buffalo calf woman. Nice bandito. He's got his lever action rifle. 50, 30, 20% off. Some beautiful, real gentle looking turquoise. I don't know what those beads are. Beautifully faceted. I have no idea what that giant cab bracelet is. Definitely whatever the ring is over there, though. Some more fantastic paintings from fantastic Taos painters. Celebrate tchotchkes and company. Some awesome East Indian sculpture. Perhaps castings. Some awesome sculpture. Really love the value on that sculpture there. Look at that. A volcanic rock bear. Awesomeness. Man, oh man, I never even thought of that. Some local alabaster right there. Another little bear. No, it's a... Is that a bear? Can't even tell. A nice replica of a native style bow. My good friend Zach said he used to make these, and when he was a little kid, he shot a pig with it. And he was chasing the pig to get the arrow out, while his mother was chasing him to give him a whooping. And some photographers took a picture of that. Of his mom chasing him, chasing the pig. I would love to see that picture. Perhaps lost in some photographer's portfolio. How are you going to be closed on a Saturday? If you don't know the story of Kokopelli, make sure to check that out. Awesomeness. Some bone and some turquoise. No, abalone. Some turquoise, perhaps stabilized. Some beautiful purple spiny oyster shell, brass or bronze, silver turquoise, and howlite. A lot of howlite is sold as white buffalo stone. White buffalo stone is perhaps one of the most rarest turquoise ever. It's howlite. Look at that. That green looks like the Eliza lime I've been carving a lot lately. Some spiny oyster shell, perhaps some Kingman turquoise, Mediterranean coral, and looks like some lapis. Some beautiful spiny oyster shell hishi. More Kokopelli. You'll see a whole bunch of Kokopelli out here in the Southwest. Playing his flute, serenading the ladies and the dudes. Really enjoy those little hishis. Love, love, love those cones. I need to practice my cone making. I actually know this artist. I don't know him by name, but this artist makes a lot of jewelry for my good friend Two Bears. Those are bear claws inside of some dapped silver leaf. It looks like some Kingman turquoise. Perhaps that's some Morenci with some Mediterranean coral. That looks like some blue diamond right there. Maybe blue gem is another name. I believe those are two different types of turquoise. Fantastic. To do those intricate little tiny beading around. Oh no, those aren't beading, that's wire. Twisted wire. Love the serrated wire. Nice casted back there. That right there, my friends, the abalone. No, that's not abalone, that is a simulated opal. Simulated or not, I could not do that inlay if my YouTube channel depended on it. I wonder if, since the opal is man-made, if the turquoise is man-made as well, but it's still fantastic nonetheless. That is cool. I do believe that's fabricated. Some of it might be casted, but definitely fabricated. Stunning. Yo. Simple, but sweet. I don't work too often with Spiny oyster shell, but it's awesome. That green almost looks like some kyanite or some green garnet or something. The lighter green is definitely some Mojave. This, some beautiful garnets. I don't believe that they're Taos County garnets. There are a lot of beautiful larger Taos County garnets that you could tumble and make necklaces like this. But I personally don't know any gem drillers that do 0.5 or 1 millimeter holes in order to make those types of necklaces. Some fantastic boots. For those of you on the channel that don't know, I'm buying a large embroidery machine. I'm going to be starting a country western clothing business similar to the California nudie style. I'll be giving away to my country western musician friends. That looks like a piece of serpentine, perhaps a green garnet, I'm not 100% sure. Oh, George Strait in the background. This video is definitely going to get demonetized. Some beautiful alabaster turtles. They call this horsehair alabaster because it's similar to the horsehair pottery that you see here in beautiful New Mexico. It's actually not the same as the horsehair pottery. They don't use horsehair to burn onto that. There's an alabaster local to New Mexico that actually has that webbing by itself. But there is a lot of pottery that they actually put horsehair onto the pottery to burn onto the pottery that gives a similar look to that. Love those inlay pocket knives. Big old green turquoise cigarette case. It does ever so slightly look simulated. A lot of my friends make these inlaid steer skulls here in beautiful Taos, New Mexico. Big moneymaker. Beautiful inlaid horse. I wonder what the black mane is. It looks like the turquoise might be Hubie Mountain or Kingman. I'm not 100% sure. Love these mini, I guess they are contra belts. But to make the same little cab over and over and over again definitely takes some practice. Beautiful contra belt. I wouldn't be surprised if that's over $3,000. Awesomeness. Check out that butterfly. All different kinds of gemstones. I can see Mediterranean coral, a few different types of turquoise, perhaps some spiny oyster shell, purple and orange. Looks like garnet. Those might be Taos County garnets. And look at that necklace. Beautiful silver spacers, silver cones, spiny oyster shell, turquoise, Mediterranean coral, purple spiny oyster shell. The flutes are pretty cute. They look like they're made out of what we call Rocky Mountain juniper. Some people consider it a cedar. It is a juniper. Awesome stuff. I could spend an hour in this window. Earlier I was talking about horsehair pottery and how that alabaster looked a lot like horsehair pottery. This here is horsehair pottery. They actually put pieces of horsehair on the pottery to get burnt and look like that. I wouldn't be surprised if horsehair alabaster retook the name after this horsehair pottery got really famous. Beautiful bust there, made out of copper. If I'm not mistaken, to cast copper, you do need the same equipment that you need to cast iron. It cools super quickly, and it is not easy to cast copper. That might be a bronze that is patinaed to look like copper. Starting to feel more and more like it is. This is probably definitely the same artist. Awesome stuff. Just posing for the casting. That is some greatness. Beautiful sculpture here. We got an orthoceras, a simple water agate slice. Looks like some patina, bronze, brass, or copper. You could tell it's a person. Head, ears, and some crazy hair. Looks like my hair. Maybe it's a kachina. Here's a beautiful bronze of some Pueblo women admiring God's creation. What a blessing. The dawn. This is the Fernando Hotel. There's a great story of Dennis Hopper coming out of this hotel after gambling and thinking that he saw a buffalo charging at him, and he took out his revolver and was shooting one of the trees. Cottonwood trees only live about 100 years, so there's a good chance that these trees aren't the trees that he shot at, but I like to imagine that it was either that tree or that tree. I looked at these trees and I didn't see any bullet holes, or maybe they healed over, but it's a great story nonetheless. My good friend Sweet Medicine Lynn, my godmother, actually had the pleasure of befriending Dennis Hopper before he died. He also has some children that he adopted here in Taos, New Mexico that became master artists.